Fire sizzling drama alert. Fire. Zena is your sister, and I'm her future brother-in-law. Is it wrong for me to take care of her? Boom. Collision secrets explode as Sean confronts Layla. But why is the powerful William Lucas stepping in? Fire a scorned fiancé. Fire a ruthless CEO with a hidden agenda. Fire a sister with venom in her eyes. You can stay at my place, William murmurs, his voice dripping with danger. Is this a rescue, or a trap? Layla holds the key to Sean's downfall. But will she burn herself in the process? Skull betrayal. Power plays. Forbidden tension. Don't miss this epic showdown. Eyes like, comment, and smash that follow for the next explosive chapter. Bomb. Zena is your sister, and I'm her future brother-in-law. Is it wrong for me to take care of her? Sean's gaze moved past Layla, landing on William. And what about you and Mr. Lucas? What's your relationship? Why is he helping you? Following Sean's line of sight, Layla saw William approaching. Dressed sharply in a tailored suit, he walked with an aura so commanding it felt as though the world bowed at his feet under the golden sunlight. Sean's question seemed aimed at both of them. Ignoring Sean's hostility, William strode directly to Layla's side. Miss Sander, is there anything I can help you with? Layla snapped out of her thoughts. Mr. Lucas, why are you? After the accident, I've been thinking about your injury. I won't feel at ease until I know you've fully recovered, William said, handing her a bag of breakfast. Carter asked me to bring this to you. Accident? Sean's expression shifted as he recalled Layla mentioning the rear-end collision when she first brought up ending the engagement. From the start, Layla had been straightforward and open about it. Now, Sean couldn't help feeling awkward about his earlier accusations. Layla, why didn't you mention earlier that the person involved in the accident was Mr. Lucas? Layla had no desire to waste more words on him. She had said more than enough. She took the breakfast bag and said politely, "Thank you for going out of your way to deliver this." In less than 24 hours, Layla had once again made a fool of herself in front of William. At this moment, all she wanted was to get away as quickly as possible. Sean, the next time you come looking for me, I hope it's to bring the finalized division of shares. There's no need for us to discuss anything else, she said, her voice calm but firm. With that, she turned to William and extended an invitation. Mr. Lucas, if you're not busy, let me treat you to a cup of coffee. Sure, William replied with a slight nod. As the two walked away together, Sean called out desperately, Layla, I can't let our relationship end like this. Hearing this, Zena frowned as she watched Layla's retreating figure with a venomous glare. Her eyes were filled with malice, but she remained silent until they disappeared from view. Then, she stepped closer to Sean and asked softly, Sean, what did Layla mean earlier about dividing shares? The company's initial startup capital came from Layla, Sean replied tersely. The company has her contributions. Not wanting to elaborate further, Sean, for the sake of his pride, added confidently, she won't go through with it. But, Zena hesitated, a troubled look crossing her face. Now that she knows Mr. Lucas, who's to say she won't start having other ideas? Zena, Sean said, his tone sharp with irritation, stop making wild assumptions about your sister. I'm sorry. Zena bit her lip, her voice soft and trembling. I'm just worried about her current state. What if she does something reckless? It might not just hurt her. It could harm you too. Sean fell silent, visibly shaken by her words. Seeing his hesitation, Zena cautiously suggested, since she's the one who brought up dividing shares, why don't you just return her initial investment? It would only benefit you to settle things now. Besides, she added with a sweet smile, I believe in your abilities, Sean. The company will only grow stronger under your leadership. Her well-timed flattery hit its mark. Sean nodded thoughtfully. Over the years, Layla had certainly helped him a lot, but the company wasn't reliant on her anymore. If she wanted to split shares, it was an opportunity to sever ties cleanly. Even if they reconciled later, she would no longer have any claim over the business. More importantly, it was a chance for Sean to prove to his grandfather that he had the capability to succeed without Layla's support. Sean's gaze softened as he looked at Zena. You're the only one who's always thinking about me, Zena. Zena smiled radiantly. Sean, you've been so good to me. How could I stand by and let you suffer? Sean nodded, his eyes drifting to the apartment building. Let me take you home first. Meanwhile, Layla returned to her apartment with William. After brewing coffee, she carried it to the living room and saw him standing by the floor-to-ceiling window. William, nearly 6'3", cut an imposing figure in his deep navy suit. His broad shoulders and slim waist exuded a natural elegance and refinement that felt almost out of place in her modestly decorated apartment. Layla felt a twinge of embarrassment, but before she could say anything, their eyes met as William turned to look at her. She froze for a moment. If you keep living here, he'll keep showing up to bother you, William said flatly. Layla snapped out of her daze and replied instinctively, There's nothing I can do about it. I have nowhere else to go. William paused, then walked over to her, naturally taking the coffee from her hands. You can stay at my place, he said casually. Layla blinked. What? No matter how capable Sean thinks he is, his reach won't extend to me, William replied, taking a small sip of the coffee. If you're serious about cutting him off, I don't mind helping. This Layla hesitated. Mr. Lucas, there's no need to trouble you over something so minor. William Lucas was the head of the Lucas family's vast business empire. How could she dare to drag someone like him into her personal matters? Besides, they were practically strangers. The fact that he had helped her once was already a stroke of luck. She had no business taking further advantage of his kindness. Honestly, my injury isn't that serious anymore. Layla raised her hand to touch the wound on her forehead, only to wince sharply. Ouch! William caught her wrist, his brow furrowing as he inspected the injury. You haven't been back to the hospital to change the dressing? Layla pulled her hand away and stepped back. No, it's just a small wound. I can handle it myself. Noticing her guarded stance, William stepped back as well, his tone softening. My apologies. He drank the entire cup of coffee in one go before placing the cup on the table. I hope you'll give my offer some serious thought. If you change your mind, you know how to reach me. With that, he left. Layla didn't see him out. As she cleaned up the cups, she noticed a business card tucked beneath one. She had assumed William's offer had been nothing more than polite words, but the card made it clear he had been serious. The man known as the ruthless and decisive leader of the Lucas family's empire had a surprisingly compassionate side. Layla picked up the card, her thoughts drifting. She remembered how Sean had often talked about how much he wanted to meet William. Sean had often said that if he could just find a way to connect with someone like William, his career would take off. And now, the business card Sean had dreamed of was sitting in her hand. For a fleeting moment, an idea crossed her mind, a wicked thought. If she used William to push Sean into completely giving up, it would crush his pride like nothing else. But the moment passed. Layla shook her head, laughing at herself. Getting involved with someone like William was as dangerous as playing with fire. She tossed the business card into a nearby storage box. She might not have much time left, but she wasn't ready to invite more trouble into her life just yet. Even a fleeting life deserved to be lived with care. Downstairs, William got into his car. His bodyguard, Mike Cooper, handed him a folder. Mr. Lucas, here's the information you requested. Good. As the car drove off, William flipped through the file. His expression grew darker with each page, his eyes filled with icy fury. So this was the life she had been enduring all these years.